Hey everyone, Toy Smuggler here. I'm just going to make sure I got everything, waiting on a few people to pop up and everything. So just give me a minute, just double check and make sure I got everything that we need to talk about tonight. So if you guys are joining up, this is your first time, I'm the Toy Smuggler. I'm an artist, a professional toy designer. Used to be a pro wrestler there for about 21 years. I've been retired now, knocking on 5 years. I think I'm coming up on and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy it. We do toy reviews. Sometimes I do some different artworks, toy restorations, and stuff like that, and everything. Like I said, I'm just going to make sure we got everything here. We're getting ready to do a review today on the Velma from Scooby Doo and stuff like that. But I was going to go ahead and kind of get started. I've had some really good local pickups and some pickups out of town that I just wanted to share with everybody. Now to give everybody a few minutes to get on here, and we'll get this review going on the way. About nearly 3 weeks ago, I was down in oh my gosh, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Jordell, hey, how you doing, brother? I was down there visiting my mom. My mom just retired, and she moved down there to the Gulf Shores, and so of course, I'm googling, seeing what I can find down there. Well, they had a local Target, and I always try to go to Targets and Walmarts that I'm not familiar with or out of town, because that's where you luck up and find some gems, which I'm going to prove to you guys right now. So I go into the Target down at Gulf Shores, and look what I found on the pegs. Yes, that's a green shirt, the Tribbles version of Kirk. Really great find. Paid regular price for this. So very pleased with that, finding that one right there. I mean, that was a great find right off the bat. I think I ended up picking up 4 different figures, but I'm just going to show you 2 of them. And they're really good find. If you're keeping up with Mego and stuff like that, you can, of course, the Gorn and the Headless Horseman are probably the 2 popular ones out there right now, are like the go-getters, the ones that everybody's trying to get their hands on. And like I said, I paid regular price, I think $12.99 or $12.98, and excellent finds down there in Gulf Shores, Alabama. Like I said, I was ecstatic. I think I ended up coming away with those 2. I think Al Bundy and the Fonzie character. And the only thing I had to say about the Fonzie looked good, but the only thing I'd say, the old jacket, it was much better. The newer jacket isn't that much. But if you guys are a Fonzie fan and you want one, and you are an out of the box collector and you just don't like that jacket, you can go to Classic TV Toys. They got much better looking jackets than what he's wearing. I'm just being honest, not being ugly, but they got a great quality leather jacket. You can get it all black or the black and brown version. I highly suggest if you're going to be the out of the box kind of guy. And well, last weekend, I was able to pick up a little duo here. I've been seeing these for a while, and I just been waiting, and I decided to jump on it. I ended up getting both Lord of the Rings. The packages were really good, and I really like the one thing I really like about these guys is that they got their card art is very unique to the movie and stuff like that. And then versus, unfortunately, I think on these, the big letdown, and it's not Mego's fault. I mean, from what I hear from Mego, and they only allowed to use what artwork that the licensed people will let them. So this was it. So they couldn't use no Enterprise or anything like that. But they did have a nice screenshot from the movie. I do give them credit that, because a lot of these TV toys and stuff don't even have good artwork on the back end. But this got a great picture from the classic TV show, and so does Kirk too. So look at that, very nice artwork. So they didn't put it. Honestly, I think it would have been better if we had these shots at the front. I think would help sell it a little bit better. So it did just a little plain on that side right there. But at least the artwork is on the back where you can enjoy it if you want to. So like I said, I got the legless. Like I said, in a what is it? I can't ever remember his name. And that's very odd. That's one thing I've noticed. They are not putting their names on the front of these. So I don't know if that's I don't know what's up with that. But they make these cards so small. They've really went smaller than what they used to be. So they really don't allow room for their names and stuff and everything. So I think what would be cool is down here at the bottom and into the sticker design, if they could put the character's name like right above it or maybe below that sticker, and maybe put this sticker over here in place of that right there. So I mean that's a possibility. It's not a nitpick thing. Like I said, I just thought if you're gonna have that, definitely have the names. Hey Keith, how you doing, brother? Still, I have not got any word out of Michael, so I have not forgot about you. I was waiting on you to pop up tonight just so I can. Yes, these are all new. I don't know. Did you catch the first two that came on board? I'll give you another quick shot. Yeah, these two collected down at Gulf Shores at Target, visiting my mom about 3 weeks ago. I picked up these two, Al Bundy and the Fawns. And then these two have been, I've seen these at my Dalton Walmart. This is what we call the old Walmart. We got two Walmarts in town. And the old one, I think I've seen these there nearly 4 months, maybe even longer. They've been sitting there a very long time. And I just finally decided, I thought, maybe I'm not ever going to see any new. And that's the only one that carries the Migos. The newer Walmart right off I-75 don't carry them. So one of the things I've been hearing on the internet on the Migos stuff is the Walmart's never going to get any new ones unless all the old ones sell. So I guess I'm just going to have to buy them all. I don't know. It's crazy. And the Scooby Doo, now I'll get ready to get in that. And there's a reason why you've not seen the Scooby Doo at Walmart and stuff like that. There's a good reason. And then this past Saturday, I went up to Chattanooga, got to hang out there for a while, and I went to McKay's, but before that I went to the Target up there, and I went up there in the Target, and they didn't have any Migos hardly at all. They had one Charlie's Angel and one other one, and they had 4 of these, and I ended up picking 2 of these, 2 Marilyn Monroe's. And the reason I got 2 of them, no, I'm not opening one. My brother is a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. So I actually got one as a gift. Actually, the one I'm giving him is a little bit nicer package. They all had some roughness about them. They look like they've been thrown in the back and brought back out or something like that. But still, the packages was a little rough. But the best one that would be out on display, I'm giving it to him and stuff like that. So, and I ended up one a very nice number on it, 39.89 out of 10,000. So that's not a bad little number. So very nice find. Both of them looked great in the package. Definitely one I'm going to leave in practice. El Rodimus, how you doing, brother? See, the only place neat gets me go is bookstores, and I've not found them. I've checked the Books A Million down here where I live, and some other places in my area. None of the bookstores have. It's only Walmart or Target, and it's getting thin. But I will have to say this. This past Saturday, I went to McKay's. Didn't think I'd find anything, but I always go there because every once in a while I'll get lucky. And this Saturday I got lucky. And lo and behold, I at first only seen 2, and it was the Married with Children, Peggy, which I'd have got 2 or 3 for body parts and stuff like that. And they was wanting, I think, 12 regular price. I said, I'm going to not pay regular price for her. So I made my round to the other toy bins and came back again from a different angle, and I'm glad I did this. Anytime you're toy hunting, guys, if you come in at a certain angle, turn around and come back at another angle, because you see things at different angles that you don't see at another angle. Get low, get high, look at it 360. Here's why. Goes boom. Action Jackson, one that I have been looking for a very long time. And I got a good reason why. I'm getting ready to tell you a story on that. But this one, the card's not too bad, but good enough to keep. So, and the cool thing is, guys, listen to the number here. 14.98 out of 10,000. So this was a really good find. Like I said, the bubbles have been taken care of. Good stickers on it. A little bit of wrinkles around the corners. No big deal. But the reason I've been looking for that, I remember having one of these as a kid for a very short amount of time, and I lost him. Have no clue what happened to it. So funny thing was, I don't know if y'all remember about a month ago, I got to go hang out with Martin Gillard from Toylanta. And one of the things that I purchased off him is all the parts to make a vintage Action Jackson. So, and I end up, I had to get a couple little pieces from Classic TV Toys, a little white belt. I got that from them, and he came with like 4 or 5 different outfits. And so I got ended up I got a gun and I got a knife, and so I mean I got like 3 complete outfits here. Martin gave me this amazing deal I just could not pass up. But so I actually got an original Action Jackson, and now I got the repop, and the faces. Funny enough, that was something I'm gonna take it out of the pack so you guys can see how well the repo shot. It looks really good. It really does. Let's see if I can get this camera up here close enough here. But you can see the likeness is really, you know, a lot of them don't look the same, or it's a completely new. It almost looks like they used the exact same mold. I tell you, it really does. This does not look like, this one's a little bit smaller. So that almost tells me that they took one of these and just made a mold off of it and made a new shot of it. That's what it looks like. Versus where I know for a fact the Kirk looks like a totally new sculpt off it. The head's too big, so to be not new. So, or they took the old one and made a silicone mold and swelled it up just a little bit, then poured a hard copy, something like that. One of the two, but it don't even look like they're the same sculpt. So that's one of the restorations I'm going to be working on. Now I finally got all the pieces in today from Classic TV Toys. So now we're going to get into our review today. And for reason why you guys may have not seen this one is that this is a figure from the Figures Toy Company, Classic TV Toys and stuff. You guys hear me talking about them and stuff like that. Well, they came out, I think a little bit over a year ago, these have come out, and I didn't jump on them at first. I was extremely busy with other projects, and I wasn't really looking at collecting Migos, and I was wanting to get into designing Migos, but I had some other projects on the line, and it took me a long time. And then the Bantha came along, and y'all know how that just took over my life there for a few months and everything and stuff. So I kind of really missed out on the when these first coming out, and I wish I hadn't have, because there's one of them already. The Daphne figure is already sold out. I have not found her yet and everything. So what I ended up doing, luckily, Anthony over down there at Classic TV Toys, you can at least buy. I had bodies and stuff. Now I'm making a Daphne for right now as a head stand-in. I'm using the Peggy from Married with Children for right now as a little bit of a stand-in for the Daphne character and everything. This is the same clothes, same shoes, same body style, the whole 9 yards, but I have not found the head yet that I want to use for the Daphne. And all this is fine, just for the simple reasoning of the head sculpt that's on the original Daphne that comes with this is almost over cartoony. It needed to be toned down and get a little bit closer to reality, I think. It's almost versus this, even though it has a cartoony feel. When I get it out of the package, I'll give you all a better close-up. It still has some very realistic kind of features to it versus a cartoon 2D look. So I'm actually, once I find the right head sculpt, this one's going to stand in just fine. And the other reason why I got this one on the card is you can't buy her. See, I was going to get the whole collection loose. These right here, if you get them carded, which looks very nice, are $30. But you guys know me, I don't keep too many things on the card. But these I wanted loose. So one thing I love about what Classic TV Toys and Figure Toys Company has done here, these are collector-friendly cases. You clip the little zip tie off. You can pop your figure out, check them out, display them loose. Then if you need to put them up, you can put them right back in here and keep them safe. Black Series learned something. We would love to have the new the retro cards on the Black Series like this. I mean, gosh, that would just make Black Series a whole new ball game right there. If you guys are Star Wars Black Series fan, you'll know what I mean. That would just make life, because I like the boxes because you can take them out, but I don't like the boxes because they don't look great as far as displays. But I like the carded versions like this with the blister because they look great, but you can't take them out. So this is best of both worlds altogether. So, and I'll take all this out so you guys can get so we relieve the glare here and stuff like that. Anything, nobody's commenting right now. So, yeah, guys, if you got any comments, throw them away. I'll try to catch up with them here and answer it and stuff like this. Oh, yeah, look how easy that just opens up. That's so nice. Yeah, the only thing that's not a negative by no means is they wire these guys onto the insert. Now, I've never been a huge fan of inserts anyway, but they do that. But I was going to get to the card here, and I love these. Oh, and guys, I know you guys have heard me talk about. If you watched the last live stream that I did, I talked about Hasbro's retro series cards and how crappy they were. And that wasn't me being mean. It was just being honest. But Figures Toy Company, I have to say, out of even versus these cards, anybody's cards, they make some of the best quality card backs they are today. I'm here to tell you they're good, clean artwork, stiff as a board. I mean, these babies are great. Look at that. Nice and clean and good clean edges on them. And bottom line, they took the time out to do it right. And I tell you what, it's like I said, it's just $10 more, and you get the clear case and this blister card. Heck of a deal. I'm here to tell you, it is totally worth it. It is worth the extra $10. And I may change my mind and get all the others on card just so I can have these cool artworks and stuff like that. I've not made up my mind, but I know the Scooby Doo is still left. I'm thinking about getting possibly the Shaggy next, because I don't know which one has been. There's one other one that's dwindling out quicker, really fast too. Now I was actually afraid since she was usually female action figures sell quicker than the males. So let me show you the back card art here. Just great, good quality artwork. You just really can't beat it. Just good and clean. I mean, just great. Bottom line, guys at Figure Toys Company, 2 thumbs up. Excellent quality. Now let's get on to this figure, guys. Everything. And that was a big thing I'm into now on these retro style figures is I was looking at designing some, and I actually not long ago, right before these come out, I said, hey, I'd like to make a version of the Scooby Doo characters. And boom, it wasn't but a few months later I seen it, and man, I so wish I jumped on it. But sometimes it's just easier versus making your own customs, just to go ahead and support a smaller company. And that's one thing I'm big and huge on is helping smaller companies. I just love seeing like Battlegrounds and all those other cool shops around Fantasy Factory here in town. I love taking care of the small shops because when they're thriving, I'm usually doing pretty good too. So they help me stay in business. Let's see if we can get this little clear thing off her head. That's the only weird thing is I'm glad that you're able to open it up, because this little clear thing on her head makes it not look like Velma. So there we go. Fluff her head. Now it's starting to look like it. And that's not Velma without the glasses. I tell you that much. So, but the figure feels really good. Don't feel like nothing's jiggly. Everything feels high quality. The wrist joints are looking good. Knees are good and stiff. Wow, I have to say, the qualities of these body runs, wow. Definitely a step up what I've seen in the older models from Classic TV Toys, from sure. Definitely a step up in their game. Good job, guys. I'm glad to see that. Let's get these glasses on, because that is just bothering me looking at Velma without her glasses. That just looks too weird. See, bought all 8 Scoob figs. And the newest mystery machine. I seen them. Now we do have the new mystery machine. Let's see. Missed out on the 50th anniversary figure. Now I do like the new mystery machine, but I'm not the whole Falcon thing. And and then guys, I watched the trailer for the new movie, and I'm sitting there watching. I thought, oh man, this is going to look good. This is going great. And then the last half of the trailer totally lost me. I was like, oh crap. I mean, whoever wrote the storyline of how Scooby and Shaggy got together, that looked like it was feeling right. But the whole deal with the whole Falcon and the spaceship and Captain Caveman, all that parts, I don't know. It's getting is looking ridiculous really quick. And guys, I'm very stickler on my Scooby Doo because that's one of the old classic cartoons that I grew up on. I remember watching it on Saturdays and every day after school when I was really little. There we go. Got her hair fluffed up. Now that is looking a lot better, looking more like her. Let's get her up here to the camera. Because I have actually thought about taking these figures right here in classic TV toys. If you guys don't know, they have a section on there. I think it's maybe in the miscellaneous section, or you can go up there in the little search bar and click in the word van. And Classic TV Toys has their own version of like a retro hippie looking bus that's the scale for these type size figures. I thought, well, maybe they end up getting a new style van. I thought about getting one of those and really mystery machine it out just so these guys can get in it and stuff like that. I just thought that would be really cool and stuff like that. And yeah, and see, somebody Keith is saying something. Yes, Frank Welker, that is true. The movie was actually good. Okay, good. I'm glad. I have not seen it, and it is but I will have to say this: sometimes people, the way they edit trailers, really can make it sad. And like I said, the first part of the trailer had me hooked, but the last 30, 45 seconds just lost me. So I may still go out and see it since you gave it so you give it 2 thumbs up, Keith. So I mean, if you do, I'll go watch it. And so, but just kind of show you, let's put these guys together just to kind of see what we're looking at here. And like I said, I think my next purchase is going to be definitely Scooby Doo, because if anything, I would have to say his character would probably be the next quickest one. And they have a regular version of him, and if I'm not mistaken, they have a scared version of him as well. So I'm probably going to get him next and move on to the guys last in the next few weeks. And as I get those, I will bring them on here and do a review. And plus, when I update our head, I think what I'm going to do is I may keep this one like this. This might just be Daphne's mom from the newer cartoon that they call Mystery Incorporated. And I don't know, Keith, have you ever seen the Mystery Incorporated? Let's see here. Is it updated with yeah, the whole newer one and everything and stuff like that? And I tell you what, guys, a lot of people didn't really say nothing bad about it, but they didn't get into it. But I actually watched the whole entire first season, and the artwork kind of threw me off just a little bit. But I got to looking at it. One thing, even though it was a more of that digital form of artwork that I really don't care for, but the designers did go out of their way to keep it looking gritty, keeping dark. They used a lot of different color lighting schemes and very dramatic camera angles and stuff. And I think they really did a really good job visually, even though it was coming from a digital format. And I think so. I was quickly adapted and got used to it. But the one thing that I really loved is how they stayed true to the old cartoon that I love so much, but yet they updated it just enough to make it relevant today without going overboard. But one of the things that I loved the most about it was how they, on the first few, I think this the first couple of episodes, they really started telling this one story, and then they took this one story arc and took it over the whole entire season, which something that the old Scooby-Doo never did. And I really loved how they did that, and I loved the whole storyline. And I thought this is probably the best, because there's been some bad versions of Scooby-Doo. When they brought in Scrappy, Scooby Dumb, and all that other, from that point up, I don't like Scooby-Doo. Now, anything before Scrappy, I love. Let's see here. See, for those, that's true, Keith. Yeah, definitely would have got away with that. So, but like I said, I have been a Scooby-Doo fan all my life. I got my daughter into liking. Me and her lately has been, instead of watching He-Man, we've been watching the Mystery Incorporated and stuff like that. And like I said, my whole thing is I would love to have some kind of setup over here with the whole entire Scooby gang and some version of that van and stuff like that. Because somewhere down the line, I would love to do some custom, the Buffy gang doing the same kind of thing, kind of the theme, and kind of have it like mirror imaging each other with the Buffy crew and the Mystery Inc. crew and stuff like that and stuff. But I'm gonna try to give you guys a better close-up shot of her here. There we go. Camera's acting normal today. Like I said, once her hair, get some air, like I said, time that tape's on it and everything, time the humidity in the room, stuff like that takes over. So all in all, I'm very pleased with this figure from what I can tell. I don't have my glasses on, so sorry, Velma. But all in all, I think they gave her a very good animated smile that's very much like hers in the cartoon, and stayed true with the classic color scheme. So, in the figure body, the body feels really good. It almost feels like we got some brand new parts here. Like I said, I'm not going to take it apart and check it out, but just feeling of it and looking at the color of the plastic. And this is a versus Amigo version here. One thing that I don't know if you guys, if you're not doing Migos, or if you're only done the old ones, stuff like this, the new Migos are quite heavy. They got some weight to it versus the classic TV toys don't. But I have to say, even though the Migo style figure here is still heavier, this one's a lot heavier than your standard female on the classic TV toy. So I think we may have some cool surprises in the future from classic TV toys. I've been hearing rumblings that it's called the S series, and I don't know if this is an S series or not. I would be shocked if it was, but I could be wrong. But like I said, I'll look into that and I'll give you guys an update on that later. But the S series is a whole. They bought out some bodies, or bought out a company. I don't know all the details on that but anyway, they bought the molds, the different head sculpts, and the head sculpts are just amazing, and the body styles are very more realistic. They don't have the robotic kind of feel to them, especially the female. The females are probably the most drastic change, where the older style bodies had that robotic look to them, and the new S styles look something closer, more like in the direction and going toward the side. I'm not saying they're sideshow quality, but they're going in that direction, definitely on the look side of things and stuff like that. So, but very cool here and stuff like that. Very pleased with this. Can't wait to set it up and stuff like that. And like I said, guys, if you don't know much about classic TV toys and figures toys, something, check them out. Go through there if you're a customizer. I can't rave on them enough. And like I said, these card backs, man, totally amazing. And like I said, I love that blister. And I've been looking at doing some customs to sell. I think I might find me a new way how to do it instead of worrying about gluing these blisters on. I really, as a fan, I like that I can do that with it. And if I like it, I'm definitely going to give that kind of quality to my fans. So definitely on that. So guys, see here, Alan, they are all awesome. I have to agree. I can't wait to get my hands on the rest of them. Definitely much looking forward to it and everything. And guys, if you any kind of review or any kind of thing you want me to cover on next time, I'm gonna try to get back on here either Friday or Saturday, depending. I think Saturday, me and Matt Hall, me and Matt been doing stuff together lately. He's been helping out. I think we're probably sometime Saturday. Don't know the time yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. We're going to do talking about the toy industry from the artist's point of view. So we're thinking about doing a Skype session, both me and him talking and stuff. And he's a really good customizer. I really love what he's been doing with the 3 3/4 inch Star Wars vintage style figures and stuff. So stay tuned to that. As soon as I know we're going to be doing that, I will definitely advertise here on Facebook and on YouTube. So I think we're probably going to be that thing on Saturday probably will be a Facebook deal. So, but I will advertise it here on YouTube just so you guys, because I know a lot of you guys only follow me on YouTube, but some of you do both, and some of you don't even have a Facebook. So I apologize. And I have yet to find out a non-aggravating way on how to make a YouTube video a Facebook video go on to YouTube. So if anyone knows a simple way how to do that, please let me know. Go to Sexton Creations Facebook or just email me at sextoncreations@outlook.com, because it is so easy to make a YouTube video and put it on Facebook. It's just a click and a share. But Facebook, you can't do it back. So don't know what those billionaire idiots problem is. So totally crazy. So guys, appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this Scooby Doo Velma review. And like I said, anything you want me to do in the future, please just let me know. And guys, I'm here for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Can't do it without you guys. Toy Smuggler, y'all take it easy.